My name is Brian Red. I'm 36 years old. I have a daughter who's 10. I'm a single father. I live in Mukwonago, Wisconsin, USA, which is very close to the city of Milwaukee. I am a mobile DJ, and I'm very proud of that. I am not ashamed to be a mobile DJ. I also do clubs occasionally. I enjoy mixing, and yeah, I love my family. I love to travel. I love my job. It's hard to say exactly when I started DJing. As early as 5 or 6 years old, I was doing radio shows with a tape recorder. Was playing a 45 on my little phonograph, talking in between songs, flipping another song on, and rolling it. I'd play the tapes for my friends. I'd get my friends involved, and I probably did that up until I was maybe 13 or 14 years old. When I was 13, the DJ didn't show up at the skating rink I went to, so the owner's daughter threw me behind the DJ booth and said, "Look, you've got a job, DJ." And I said, "Well, I don't know what I'm doing." And they said, "Well, here's the mixer, here are the turntables, here are the light switches, here are the 45s. Have at it, be a DJ." So I did that for a couple of years. And then at my one of my school dances, I went with the foreign exchange student from Thailand. I did not want to go with her. I didn't get along with her very well, but it turned out interesting. She showed up. She looked absolutely beautiful. Had a beautiful black dress on, quite hot actually, and we were having a nice time. Then she disappears halfway through prom, shows back up in a very traditional gold sequence Thai dancer dress, and decides that she's going to do a Thai dance for the whole school, who does not want to see this. And she asked me to tell the DJ when she throws the rose petals to cut the music that she had provided. And I went up and I told the DJ this, and they looked at me like I was crazy. And I said, "Well, look, I know how to work that mixing board. So if you want me to do it, I don't mind." I didn't want to, but kind of had to, the show must go on, I guess. So I did. And afterward, the DJs approached me and said, "Dude, you are so cool. You brought a belly dancer to prom. You want a job?" And that's how I started doing mobiles. Well, the first video I did was a video to Jonathan, the DJ Tutor. It was a video response. I'd been watching this guy for a long time, and it was really cool because when you would type in DJ help or DJ tutorial or how to DJ on YouTube, you came up with a lot of stuff like they'd show you 30 seconds of somebody doing some scratch technique, and then the screen would fade to blue and it would say visit this website to buy the whole video. And I thought to myself, this is the only guy out there who's just showing you how to do stuff. He's not charging you. He doesn't have a motive. He's just doing it to be cool. And I really wanted to be a part of that. I wanted to give him something to watch. Not that, I thought that I had something to show him necessarily, but, maybe somebody would get something out of it and he'd at least have something to look at other than buy my video. And the truth be told, I do like to upset the apple cart. All the information that I share with you and most of the information that I hear from other people, it's not original stuff. Most of this stuff came from somewhere else. Somebody heard it from someone else. And a lot of people are out there trying to sell books and DVDs on DJing for quite a bit of money, and that's fine. Go ahead and do what you got to do. But, when it really comes down to it, some people are better public speakers than others. Some people have a better handle on their job than others, but most of the information, the core information of what we do, it's nobody's secret to keep. Somebody else told us this stuff a long time ago. This book was written way before my time, so let's share what we know. I think it's a real positive thing. The gig logs are way cool because I've already done the prep for the gig. I don't have to do prep for a video, I just shoot the gig. And truth be told, I like to show off a cool party too. When I've got a full crowd and I've really got them hyped up, I like to show that off. It's fun, and yeah, I'll admit it. I like doing the Origins videos as well. It's all information that, I've found out through one source or another, be it the internet or be it, liner notes, or I've just heard something. Oh, there's a sample. Most people that I talk to on a daily basis, my family and my circle of friends, my girlfriend, whatever, they don't give a shit. So I've got somebody to share that with now. That's nice. You know, the technical videos can be a pain in the ass for a couple reasons. Number one, I'm not a very good student, and sometimes when I have to do a tutorial on either a piece of gear or software, I have to crack open the owner's manual, which I don't do as often as I should, but I should, and read this stuff and absorb it, and then somehow interpret it in a 10-minute video. Now, I'm not suggesting that I'm trying to make the best tutorial ever made, but I'm trying to make the best tutorial that I can make, and so I'm trying to make as few mistakes as possible because I don't want to share bad information. And when I do, you know, sometimes people will come in and they'll say, hey Brian, actually it's this, 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 and this, you know, and that's cool. But then I get, you know, these users from like Belgium or Finland or something who are real smug about it. They seem to know everything. Why are you watching my tutorial if you already know all the answers? And they just leave me the most smug comments that, you know, I got something wrong. Maybe something was lost in translation on that, but I really hate those comments. So, but yeah, at the end of the day, they're good positive videos for me too, because I've gathered the information, I've forced myself to read the owner's manual, and I've learned something, and I've passed it on. So, and I've documented it. So if I forget, I can go back and watch the video. But chances are I won't forget because I spent so much time memorizing it in the first place that that's pretty much embedded in my head. I get all kinds of questions from all kinds of people. I get them from seasoned professionals. I get them from brand new DJs. I get them from people who aren't even DJs yet. You know, a lot of good questions. People ask me, you know, well, how do I hook up this piece of gear to that piece of gear? Or, I noticed that you use crown amplifiers. What do you think of this particular model? You know, good questions. I get a lot of good ones. Also about, you know, my performance. They'll see something I did, you know, in a video at a wedding, and they'll say, well, how do you do that? And I can try to explain it to them. But then I get bizarre ones too, like, I'm doing my first gig on Saturday. What should I say on the microphone? Or what music should I play for it? You know, just kind of, you know, bizarre, vague questions too. And then I get a lot of these, you know, apples to oranges questions or apples to apples questions. If they've seen that I use Technics 1200, they'll say, well, how does that compare to the Newmark TT, you know, 200? Well, I don't know. I don't own a Newmark TT 100, you know, but I still do my best to try to answer the question regardless. There's no such thing as a stupid question. But there probably is such thing as, you know, maybe a poorly worded question or a really vague one. There's probably such thing. But I still do my best. I want to start thinking about every gig that I do, taking things up just a notch, you know, just a little bit better every gig, and maybe by the end of the year, I'll be a much better DJ for it. And it'd be really cool to start traveling around the country doing gigs, doing it on the East Coast, West Coast, all over the place. And ultimately, the dream would be to DJ in other countries, as many countries as I possibly can. To go overseas on an airplane and spin would just be very, very much living the dream. And you'd be making more money doing that. I can pretty much guarantee that. So that would be better quality of living for me, and it would be a lot of fun because I do love to travel, and I'd love to see how people respond to what I do in another country. That would be really cool. And the videos, I'm going to keep making the videos. I want to become a better DJ tutor. I want to come up with new and better ways to explain concepts to everyone out there who's watching. And as long as somebody's watching, I'm going to keep making videos. And then as long as people are making videos, I'll keep on watching because I'm learning a lot too.